right, so apologies in advance. I probably made this way more complex than it maybe needs to be, but here you go. So for discussion 2 of biomatter, it's unique because you're going to have to review some content prior to doing the initial discussion post, more than you'll usually need to do. It's also fun because you get to sort, using Padlet, your classmates' visual expressions from assignment 1, basically your first assignment last week. And I showed you those visual expressions in class. Here we get to take a look at them and sort them. And so the way it's going to work is I did put together, not a very good one, I'll be honest, but I think clear enough, short screencast about matter, energy, photosynthesis. And if those 3 words don't get you fired up, I don't know, maybe you don't have a soul. So first you're going to review that and any other resources that you feel like you might need to. And then I ask you to sort your colleagues' assignments. I'll say a little bit more about that. And then you will respond to 2 prompts. And that'll be what you submit for discussion as your prompts. So in a little bit more detail, the screencast, you can find it here. I provided it as both YouTube and Google Drive links, because in Canvas sometimes the Google Drive, the Google Drive link doesn't work as well as the YouTube link and vice versa. So first you'll take a look at the screencast about how matter and energy get into the world of the living. And also note that in assignment 1-111, it was about matter. I was asking you how carbon dioxide turns into the matter that is the physical substance of a tree or a plant of any kind. So that's the first part. Second, sort your colleagues and your own visual expressions from assignment 1-1 in Padlet. And so there's a link to the Padlet here, and I'll just pull it up real quick. They're all here, and you sort them into one of 3 categories. I'm going to get rid of this one, actually. And you're going to decide whether each of the visual expressions focuses mostly on energy, focuses kind of equally on matter and energy, or focuses mostly on matter only, which was what I was intending, but if it wasn't like that, that's not a big deal. That's not your fault. I looked at the learning environment that I designed, and something was lacking there. So anyway, so you're going to take each of these and put them in one of the 3 columns as best you can. And then once you've done that, you're going to respond to the prompts about using visual expressions from the perspective of a teacher. So the first question, how difficult do you think it was for me to provide you with multiple options for expression in that assignment 1-1? And then second, how well were you just now able to assess your colleagues' focus, whether it was matter mostly, energy mostly, or both? How well were you able to assess their focus on using their visual expression, especially if you think about like how well you'd have been able to assess that if they'd been entirely just writing is how they expressed it. And then finally, the last prompt is an optional one. What's a question about this idea of multiple means of expression that you have? Hope this is helpful, and if not, sorry. And feel free to text, email, buzz, whatever.